Well, you guys talked me into it. I'm gonna paddock this thing off. I think I can come over here. I only need to come over a couple posts. Shoot, if there's the gate, you just kind of got a goofy angle right there. I think if I just came over to this post and I'll just mow a slot right across and put up just a poly fence with some posts, some step-in temporary posts. Boy, I think just let them devour this area for a couple weeks, or probably take a couple months. I don't know. There is so much feed per cubic foot per square foot. There is so much green. It's not even funny. The wife and I were talking last night. I wonder how pigs would work out here as well. I have no idea. I know the pigs would take down them big weeds. They like their roots. We used to have a couple pigs all the time, and you know, we always, I don't know if that's why you call it pigweed, but in the pig pen, it would just be stacked of them weeds, and once they got big like that, then the pigs would start rooting them up and eating the root balls. So yeah, there's the corn. Hey, the corn it's still green and it's still growing. So that's pretty cool. So let's go get the tractor and mow us a path of the mighty 4020. He's good on the brush cutter because he's so narrow that for the most part it stays within the size of the brush cutter. Part of my cleanup, so right under the big weeds here was the clay mound for the steers to lay on. They'd come out of the steer, and most days they'd lay on that clay mound. Part of the cleanup I want to do is, when I get a backhoe, is pull all the muck. Pull all the muck and the manure and the bedding and get it back to clean clay. Get all that muck on top of the concrete so we can get it out of here onto a field where it belongs. And the lagoon, let's go look at the lagoon. We can't fill in the lagoon because since we have concrete and we have animals up here sometimes, right there is just where I was talking about all that weeds, muck, and manure can get onto the concrete. So the lagoon is our sediment pond now. So any runoff coming off the feedlot goes in here. Hopefully all the nutrients and heavy stuff settle down, and then the water can leave and go down the ditch. But I'd like to get a backhoe, mine the lagoon, because there's several feet of manure residue and lime at the bottom. So just along this end, everything I could reach with a backhoe and just track it up and dump it into the feedlot, and then take these up in the woods. We built a little road up in the woods, so a whole bunch of just junk dirt, root-bound dirt and stumps and crap is what this big pile is. And I'll pull that pile and just drag it into the lagoon here to clean this old pasture up some. Open my fancy gate. Zap! Get hit. Zap! Hit. Cars. Cars. I don't have a radio, so I have to sing to myself as I do chores with the 420. Shut the gate. Cars. Zap. All right. Well, let's just go to like that second post, huh? So you paddock experts told me to do. Let's do it. Where's the pole? There's one there, one there. Let's go to that one. Let's put myself out a little bit. all the water they drank Friday. So they're not drinking much. I suppose there's enough water in what they're eating. I'll just clip onto that second hot wire, do my little bowline knot there to hook onto that, because I don't know what a farmer would use for a knot, so I just do a bowline knot. I'll just walk it off with the wire, hook the wire at the other end, and then walk my posts out. Cheap plug for Gallagher fencing. These are some slick little posts. Is it farming in who? One of you guys are doing it. Is it Farmo Fanatic or living in northern Wisconsin that was using these? They are a slick little post for the same money as some other plastic step-in posts. Granted, these only hold a single wire, but them hold multi-wire. But for just a temporary fence, portable fence system like this, they're super quick, super easy, and they seem very sturdy for the same price, and they hold the ground a lot better than them cheap little plastic step-in posts. This Gallagher product stuff, I am pretty happy with. Can you find cheaper stuff? Yes, you can. Can you find equal quality for the same price? Now you're going to be in a debate, you know, red versus green kind of debate, and then AGCO sneaks on the side with the better. Yeah, I mean, you know, none of this stuff is super outrageous. They just got a great lineup of products. They sell poly wire, they sell reels. Red Snapper or whatever was on the shelf right beside them, and Gallagher's display products are made to work with all their other products, where some of them other companies, they have a full line of stuff, but they really didn't have, you know, some of the other companies on the other shelf, you couldn't buy their poly wire and their nice little reel. So I kind of like this Gallagher stuff. I told them, I says, you know, you got a dealer 30 miles to the south and 40 or 50 miles to the north. You give me a couple years to get this figured out, and I wouldn't mind being a dealer for these guys. They look, so far, I'm really happy with all the products. But yeah. So anywho, let me lay this fence down and then get the guys on this side of it. That's gonna be the fun part. And so, all right. Oh crap, guys. I don't think I'll ever get them to cross that channel I just swathed, because I think they're gonna hit it and then go left or right. I don't think that they're gonna keep going through. This stuff is so thick. I might have to get the tractor. And there's the manure. Look how loose. Look how loose that is. Oh man. There's some oats in there too. Oh, that is a lot of nitrogen credits for next year. Well, they already started a lane here. After 5+ inches, almost 6 inches of rain. They're making some hoof marks, but nothing that the strip till won't fix when I put corn in. They don't know. They don't know. Hopefully they'll keep working to their right. That's one reason I want to keep bringing corn out here, is so they get used to me coming out here. Just kind of the sound of the, well, here's where they've been spending all their time. They just roam around here, and I pictured feeders doing a lot less roaming and a lot more laying and eating. So that's why I decided I better put in that paddock. Hey guys, get going. You can't walk through this stuff. Luckily they've trampled a lot down. Go the other way. Go the other way. Anybody that's handled cattle is sure to already picture in their mind the comedy of the next half hour trying to get a cow to go left or go to the right and you know they're gonna keep circling me, and I'm gonna shut the camera off so I can take care of these. Here's where the comedy's gonna ensue, because I get them down here, they're gonna hit the lane and go to the right and come back into this half and not that half. Swallowed a fly. And there's the comedy. That one of them got a hold of the fence. And of course, they run all the way this way instead of moving 3 feet that way. So that's my one attempt. So that was my one attempt. I'm done until I get some help. So yeah. Well, them goofballs, they pulled the reel right off the fence, so I had to fix some top insulators. I told you the comedy's going to ensue. And then they drug the temporary out in the pasture. So while I was recovering the fence and fixing, just snapping it back into the top insulators, they got onto the mowed lane and they ran, and now they're right here. So now I just got to get to the end before they come out here so I can get that fencer back on. Goofballs. Fencer's on. Now we sit and wait. You know, the worst thing that's going to happen if they crash through it. Oh, I didn't put them posts up very straight, did I? The worst thing that's going to happen if they run through this fence is they're still in the pasture, and then I just got to pick this fence up again, and so hopefully it won't ruin the regular fence. But I can't imagine they would. They seem to respect the mowed boundary. They seem to respect that very well. It's kind of funny. I don't understand their logic or mentality, but whatever. Let's hope for the best. Let's give them some time just to demolish this area and see how that turns out. All right, note to self. I should have known better. I've been shutting it off every time I come in. This one time I didn't. And my arms are just dripping sweat, and I touched that handle and it was enough. Son of a bitch, I threw that sucker. Oops, sorry, sore. Son of a gun. For a little 4.4 joule, I felt it through my elbow pretty good. So that answers that question, whether that snapper works or not. So I put just a splash of corn, but I made a lot of noise with the bucket. I called them, you know, come on guys, and then bounced the bucket a dozen times on the bunk. So with hopefully at any moment in time, they will become accustomed to that sound and sooner or later start to relate. I just don't want them scared of me wild like that. The corn isn't for a feed supplement. It's more of a treat just to try and get some comfort.